Hey guys, it's Miss Martin here in the AES library again. I hope you enjoyed the lessons that we did together the other day out of our blue phonemic awareness book. And we're going to work some more in there today. We're just going to do 3 lessons today, and I'll kind of go through the process and explain to you how we're going to do those activities. It's really important that we spend a lot of time on this at the first because this really helps you set up a good foundation for reading. And you want to be a reader because this library, and you'll know this if you've had older brothers or sisters to come through, or maybe even cousins that have come through AES, but my library over there, let me see if I can turn and show you. See all the books? Has literally thousands of books about anything you could want to read about. I've got all kinds of stuff, fly guy books, books about sports, books about princesses, fairy tales, Babysitter's Club, mystery books, really popular ones, even Captain Underpants. All kinds of fun books that you would want to read. And the very first step to being able to get those books and read those books is to learn these word sounds. So, the other day I think we did like 4 or 5 activities, and today we're going to do about 3 more. So I'm going to go through this with you, and we'll just kind of practice it, and I'll do some examples, and I'll let you practice some, and then next week we'll start putting all of these activities together for our daily phonemic awareness lesson. And I think your teacher said that you're going to do these about twice a week right now while we're doing virtual school. So here we go. Do you remember the other day when we did identifying onset? That means the beginning sound in each word. Well, today we're going to work on the final sound. And final just means the one that comes at the end, the very last sound that you hear. So, if I said the word bug, and you echoed and said bug, and then isolate the last sound. Good. It's the G sound that says k, k. Very good. Remember, make sure you don't add that on the end and say g, because then you're putting 2 sounds together, and we don't want to do anything to make it more confusing to learn to read. All right, let's try to do some of these. I'll say the word, and then when I point to you, I want you to repeat the word, and then tell me just the sound you hear at the end, okay? I'll wait for you to answer, and then I'll tell you what you should have said. All right? Here we go. The first word is job. Now, what do you hear at the end? You should have said job. Good. Bed. Did you say bed? Good. Life. I hope you said life. With that F letter sound at the end. Bug. Did you say bug? G, g. You did. You got it right if you did. All right. Page. What do you hear at the end? I hope you said page. Ch, ch. All right. How about book? And what do you hear at the end? I hope you said book. K. Good. Ball. And the ending sound? I hope you said ball. Good. What about gum? Did you say gum? If you did, you got it right. All right, that is identifying the final sound. So the next time that we do the activity, identifying the final sound, you'll know just what to do. Our next activity is segmenting words, and it's one of my favorites. This is where it's almost like the opposite of what we did the other day, when we put 2 words together to make one. Well, this time we're going to take a compound word, and we're going to break it down into its 2 word parts. Sometimes when my readers are learning to read, big books and maybe even chapter books like this one, they come to a really big word and they get a little bit scared of that word. But I always tell them, you know the secret to being a great reader? Well, all you have to do is take those big, scary words and just break them down into smaller word parts. Every big word is made up of smaller word parts and word sounds. So what you're learning now will help you attack even the largest word that you'll read as you get to be a better reader. How many of you have ever seen an earthworm? I'm not a big fan of worms, but I do like to fish, and I even bait my own hook. So sometimes I take that earthworm and I wrap it around, and I notice something about the worm. It has little bitty lines throughout its body that are segmenting its body or breaking its body down into smaller parts. Well, that's the same thing that this activity does. We segment words. We break these words down into smaller parts. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your hands with your palms up. Now this part of your hand is called your palm. So you're going to put your hands just like this. I'm going to say the word, and then I want you to echo the word and break it apart. Okay, so it's going to look like this. If I say inside, then I want you to say inside, inside. And show me the two parts that make up that compound word. Okay, here we go. Bathtub. Did you say bath? Tub? If you did, you got it right. All right, next is cowboy. Cowboy. Did you say cowboy? Cow? Boy. Very good. Let's do this one together. Ready? Playground. 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 Great. All right, now I'll let you do this one on your own. You ready? Just repeat after me and then break the word apart. Snowball. Great. I hope you said snowball. Snowball. If you did, you got it right. One more. Toothpaste. Very good. I heard some of you say toothpaste. Toothpaste. Very good. 2 thumbs up on that. All right, the last one that we're going to talk about today is substituting words. Now, when you come to school sometimes, you might have a substitute. That means your regular teacher, like Miss Owens or Miss Wilson, aren't there. Maybe they're sick, or one of their kids are sick, or maybe they're going on a special trip. But if they're ever not there one day, you're going to have another teacher taking care of you and teaching you. And we call that the substitute teacher. That means they're taking your teacher's place for just that one day. Well, that's what we're doing with words. We're substituting words. We're taking a word away and replacing it with another one. So, for example, we have closed fists for this, okay? This is the hand motion that we'll use. So I'm going to put my 2 fists together, and I'm going to say the whole word. And then I'm going to shake the fist with the word part that we're taking away, and we'll put another in its place. That's about as clear as mud, right? Well, let's do it a couple of times, and then you might understand a little better, okay? So if the word is anybody, okay, we've got anybody. We're going to change body to one. So now the word is anyone. Okay? Let's do this one together. Get your fists up. All right. The next one is anywhere. Okay? Anywhere. Now let's change where to way. Where? Way. Now our word is any way. Anyway. Okay? All right, let's do another. Here we go. Anything. But we're going to change thing to where. Now our word is Anywhere. Anywhere. Perfect. Let's do a couple more. If we do any way, but we change way to body, now what's our word? Anybody. Anybody. I'm going to challenge you to do this one on your own. Let's see. The words are any, one, but I want you to change one to thing. What's your word? I hope you said anything, anything. Awesome. Y'all are doing fantastic. That's all we're going to do today. But we've got a few more really cool phonemic awareness activities that we're going to start on the next video. Okay? All right. I hope you guys will practice this and go over this. And you want me to tell you something? Hold on just a second, because I know that you're going to be learning about family and pets next week. Danny Murray, come here. I want to introduce you to someone really special. This is a member of my family, and her name, I'll let her tell you. What's your name?
Danny.
Danny, this is Danny Marie, and she's my little girl. Can you say hey to the kindergartners?
Hey.
One of the things that we like to do when she was learning to read, she's a third grader now. Can you see her shirt? It says third grade rocks. One of the things that we did when she was learning to read, when she was little, like in pre-K and kindergarten, is we would practice word games and rhyming games in the car. So when you're riding along in the car, you might practice some of these activities, these phonemic awareness activities with your parents or your babysitter or whoever's driving you. One of our favorites was always the rhyme time game. I would say things like ball, and then Danny would try to think of a rhyming word. What's a rhyming word for ball?
Y'all.
Y'all? She's Southern. That's a good one. So you could do that in the car or any of these activities that we did. And it's a great way to practice learning to be a great reader while you're just driving along, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend.